Canada. Vast, wild, and endless. From the towering Rockies of the west to the windswept shores of the east, it has always called to me. I've seen every province from coast to coast, except one. Newfoundland, the final chapter in my journey, the one place that has waited, untouched, unexplored. But today, that changes. This is the far edge of Canada, and I'm here to get lost in it. Morning, everyone. Just trying to get some stuff put away in the truck here while I'm waiting for Jennifer to finish showering. And then we're going to be on our way. We're not really sure what our plan today is yet. We're kind of based on the weather and travel times and stuff, but we'll see what happens. Day 12. We woke up in Notre Dame Provincial Park with the end of our trip fast approaching, and one big decision left to make. After nearly 2 weeks exploring Newfoundland, we were running out of time, but not out of trails. We wanted to squeeze in one last hike, something unforgettable. Our options? Snug Harbor, a rugged coastal trail that skirts the edge of Western Brook Pond. Blow Me Down Mountain, a steep 7-kilometer climb up one of Newfoundland's tallest peaks. Murray Mountain, another tough ascent with big views. Or Erin Mountain, a shorter but still rewarding climb we had hoped to turn into a backpacking trip. All worthy trails, but we only had time for one. But there was one more factor at play. A rain system was moving in across the long-range mountains. Deer Lake would be our first decision point, but before we could decide, we had to deal with something else, something that had been brewing in the back of the truck. All right, we're at our Forerunner's favorite place to go, the gas station. We needed to top up the tank again. And we had a little bit of a disaster going on in the back here. We've had this smell that we've been smelling for the last couple days, and been trying to figure out what it is. We thought maybe it was booze. Jennifer blamed me for farting, and then discovered that, the fridge had something spilled in the bottom of it. It was like going nuclear. So I just cleaned out the whole fridge with soap, and I think we solved the issue. So take it from here and see what happens, but hopefully, fingers crossed, it gets rid of this weird smell. After cleaning out what could only be described as a nuclear meltdown in our fridge, it was time to make some real decisions. Snug Harbor was the first to go. The weather was closing in, the trail reports weren't great, and it included a 3-foot water crossing. Not exactly ideal this late in the trip. Plus, it would have meant backtracking north, while everything else, including our ferry, lay to the south. So we left Deer Lake behind and continued towards Corner Brook, still debating our final 3 options: Blow Me Down, Murray Mountain, and Erin Mountain. We rolled into Corner Brook for a quick resupply, and with the truck restocked and the day winding down, we finally made a decision. But first, I returned to a familiar provincial park, where we'd rest up for our final challenge tomorrow. Hey everyone, we just made it into camp. We're back at our favorite campground, Blow Me Down Provincial Park. We've got the truck all leveled up, and we're about ready to set up camp. We had to get a little tricky with our setup today because the ground's a bit cockeyed. So this side's on no-go treads, and the other side is on a double stack of go treads and a little bit flexed out. But got the truck exactly where we need to be. So yeah, go treads, use them, love them. So big shout out to Kevin with Strike 467 who supplied those go treads to us, and go out and support him because they're an awesome product, and I love mine. They're so useful for more than just leveling or traction aids. With camp set up, we settled into a quiet, windy evening at the park. The clouds rolled overhead as I got to work cooking up a couple of burgers for supper, the smell of sizzling meat mixing with the cool breeze. We cracked open a couple beers and took a moment to relax, soaking in the calm before tomorrow's big climb. Jennifer's having her beauty sleep up there. I was supposed to be having her beauty sleep.
I was supposed to be having a beauty rest.
Yeah.
Zach's been distracted.
I've been distracting you. I think you've more been distracting me.
Maybe.
After eating, it was time to pack our bags and get everything ready for the trail ahead, because tomorrow we were taking on Blow Me Down Mountain. Morning, everyone. Just waking up at Blow Me Down Campground, or Blow Me Down Provincial Park, I should say. We're cooking breakfast right now. Got my coffee on the go, and I got my bagels I'm gonna put on the pans here. And we had a pretty wild night last night. We got some very, 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 very heavy rain and some heavy wind too. Like, it was quite wild, and when we heard that, we were like, "Oh boy, we're not doing anything tomorrow, are we?" But this morning we woke up. It's nice and quiet. No rain, no wind. It's looking like we're gonna hike Cape Blow Me Down today. It's very rewarding from what everyone has told us, so we're gonna go check that out today and see how well we do. Will we make it to the top, or will we chicken out halfway up? Guess you'll have to stick around and find out. All right, time for our final hike of the trip, or hopefully it's gonna go well. Cape Blow Me Down Trail, which you can't really see right now because it's very foggy, but there is a giant ass mountain in front of us. We were here a couple days ago doing the Coppermine Falls, and it was a very lovely trail. So we're hoping the same for this Cape Blow Me Down. With the rain in the forecast, we decided Snug Harbor was going to be just a slog. Murray Mountain is a lot more overgrown and harder to navigate because there's not really any great trail markers, and there's lack of vegetation once you get up on the mountain. And from what everybody told us, Cape Blow Me Down, despite being one of the most difficult trails in the area, is definitely worth the views. Good to go. On our way to the stairway of hell, as he put it.
Yeah.
This already sucks. Blow Me Down Mountain, also known as the Cape Blow Me Down Trail, is a challenging 7-kilometer out and back hike that climbs approximately 610 meters. The trail features steep sections and ropes to assist climbers as they ascend rugged terrain. At the summit, you're rewarded with a stunning 360-degree view of the Bay of Islands and the towering Long Range Mountains. The day began in the dense, sheltered forest at the mountain's base. The air was cool and the fog clung to the trees, but the climb quickly reminded us that this wouldn't be easy. Roots tangled across the path, and slick, muddy patches kept our pace careful. Fog's starting to burn off now. You can kind of see, like, over here, the waterfall we were at the other day, Coppermine Falls. Sun's coming out now. It's getting pretty sticky. Got my hat hanging off the back of me now. Jennifer's fighting for her life back there, allegedly.
Still here though, hanging in.
Midway up, the forest gave way to low, twisted tuckamore trees, gnarled and wind-shaped. Here, the weather shifted dramatically. The fog thinned, the sky opened, and suddenly, the mountain was scorching hot. The breeze we expected from a place known for its relentless winds, gone. It was still, heavy, and suffocating. The heat nearly broke us, tempting us to turn back, but we pushed forward in short bursts, advancing only a few dozen meters at a time before catching our breath and pushing again. Higher still, the tuckamore faded into a mix of short grass and gnarled shrubs, concealing the trail except for the short guideposts and rock cairns that kept the hikers on course. Amazing that a place called Cape Blow Me Down, that is known for being windy as all goddamn and there's not an ounce of wind today. Like a little Karen thing. just took a little break because the heat was getting pretty relentless, but thankfully it started to cloud over, cooling off again. So we're going to keep pushing to the summit and see if we can make it or not. We've still got a fair ways to go, but it's only 1 kilometer and 150 meters of elevation gain. We're already at 450 meters out of 600, so like we've come a long way. Doesn't seem like it, but we've come a long way. I see another cairn. It could be the top there, to be honest.
At the peak, vegetation disappeared entirely, replaced by boulders and bare rock.
This must be the top. There's no other cairn up there. Or wait. Is that a big pile? Is that the sign? There she is, the top. Yeah, perfect timing here. We just get to the top of the mountain and literally we have a 360-degree view of white. Not even 5 minutes ago, it was fucking dying of heat. This is my impressed face right here.
Standing on that barren summit with the fog rolling back in to shroud the view, we felt an overwhelming surge of accomplishment. Every steep climb, every step through the mud and heat, every moment we considered turning back, it all led to this point. We had conquered Blow Me Down Mountain, and in that moment, the struggle made the victory all the sweeter.
We made it to the summit, Cape Blow Me Down. It's a little bit overcast, but that's okay.
Pretty incredible.
Yeah, it was worth the hike. It was pretty hot in the sun.
Now you can say you did one of the hardest hikes on the west coast of Newfoundland. The hardest day hike after that.
Yeah, this is definitely not.
The Traverse hikers are going to be flipping out in the comments.
The way down was still a challenge. Our legs ached, our bodies sore from the climb, but the thought of reaching the car kept us moving.
Oh, Jennifer found her geocache. And then she's got to find her cache. Now she's trying to figure out how to get out of there. I'm over here taking a break right now. I'm sweating to death.
We're gonna see what's in this geocache I just found.
Mm-hmm.
That I had to crawl into a tree to get. Oh!
Oh my god, it's the red Power Ranger with a black arm.
Let's see what we got. Ooh, soggy trail book. I'm not sure what that was. That used to be a troll. Oh, what's that pin? Newfoundland. I think I might have to trade.
From there, the forest closed in again, the trail winding down through roots and rocks. Every step brought us closer to the end, and the anticipation of dropping our packs and sinking into the seats of the truck pushed us onward.
Here we are. We've made it to the back to the trailhead.
Yes.
Whew. At 6 hours 42 minutes total.
Jesus Christ.
8 kilometers distance, 608 meters elevation gain. Do your victory stairs.
Yeah. Now I see why the stairs are so small.
It feels nice now.
The drive to Barraquaw Pond Provincial Park was quiet, a chance to soak in the last moments of this incredible journey. The wind whispered through the trees as clouds drifted overhead, setting the perfect backdrop for our final night on the rock.
And the fencing area. Well, I don't think that's going to be an issue from what we've seen.
Yeah, and this is where we see the moose, guaranteed. We fucking called that.
Are you pulling a Yui?
No, they ran off.
Yeah.
Oh my
Was
goodness.
that a fucking albino moose?
That was a white moose.
That's an albino
An
moose.
albino moose. Of course, we were just joking around. We were like, we haven't seen a fucking moose this whole trip. Joking like, oh, this is the time we see them. We just seen 2 moose. One of them was an albino moose. We couldn't get the fucking camera out quick enough to get them before they ran off. Wow, that's hilarious.
Tomorrow, we'd say goodbye to Newfoundland, but tonight was about pausing, reflecting, and savoring the wild beauty that has captured our hearts.
Good morning, everyone. It's our last day in Newfoundland, and we're pretty sad about that because we've really been having a good time. We've done so many things over this trip. And of course, today is the hottest fucking day on this trip. It's a little bit of a breeze now, but it's by far like the warmest it's ever been. We are back in Barraquaw Pond Provincial Park. This is where we started our trip, if you remember. And it was a nice little spot, so we decided to come back and enjoy it one more last time before we hit the boat tonight. So we're cooking breakfast right now. Ooh, I'm burning our breakfast. I'm making bagels. I might have to give her one of mine.
Day 14, our final day in Newfoundland. We rolled into Stephenville chasing one last mission, a uniquely painted birdhouse Jennifer found on Marketplace. But in true Marketplace fashion, Buddy never showed. It wasn't all a loss though. Jennifer logged another geocache, we browsed a few souvenir shops, grabbed some ice cream, and gave the truck a much needed power wash, rinsing off 2 weeks of dirt roads and salty air.
Tour you around a bit here from the stuff I've learned from reading the signs. So this white building over here is one of like 5 or 6 different buildings that they use to maintain the aircraft. And they're basically, it's a building that's big enough to put the nose and the wings of the plane in. Yeah.
With our time on the island winding down, we pointed the rig south one last time, off to Port aux Basques to catch the ferry home. As we boarded the ferry, it hit us. The island was in the rear view, but the memories were still echoing through the truck. We didn't see everything, we didn't have time. But what we did see will carry with us for a long time. This wasn't just a road trip, it was a reset, a reminder of how wild and beautiful this country really is. And that no matter where we go next, it's the journey that makes it worth it.
Feet up on the dash and the calling open road. Road trip classics on the radio. With your hand tied in mine, there's no such thing as time. Now we can go anywhere you wanna go. Ooh, there's no place we can't go. Ooh, my home is when I'm alone with you. With you. Sunlight fades away and you fall into my arms. This life is not the same when we're apart. If you follow me tonight, I'll walk with you for life, and we can go anywhere you wanna go. Ooh, there's no place we can't go. Ooh, my home is when I'm alone with you. With you. With
Day 15 was fairly uneventful. After a choppy overnight ferry from Newfoundland, we disembarked the Highlander onto Cape Breton Island and decided to take a detour through the Cape Breton Highlands National Park on our way home. Although not as spectacular as Newfoundland, the Cabot Trail is one of the most fantastic driving roads in the world. And just like that, the road ran out. 15 days, dozens of campsites, and more stories than we ever planned for. We came here chasing adventure, and Newfoundland gave us that, and then some. We faced the weather, made last-minute choices, changed plans, found hidden gems, and laughed through the chaos. We saw places we dreamed of for years, and found meaning in the ones we didn't expect. This wasn't a perfect trip. It was real. It was ours. And we wouldn't change a thing. As we roll off the island and back into the routine, one thing's for certain. We'll be telling Newfoundland stories for years. This may have been our first trip to Newfoundland together, but it's certainly not our last. Thank you for joining us on this incredible adventure, and be sure to subscribe to find out where we get lost next. Thanks for watching.